Good evening. Thanks for popping in today. I wanted to share with you a fall giftable idea. When I first started with Stampin' Up! 25 years ago in October, one of the things I did, I enjoyed not just making cards, but making giftables for my co-workers, my friends, and family. I like being able to give a unique gift and personalizing it. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to have my husband, Paul, my cameraman, come around and look over my shoulder. What I'm going to be using are the clear acetate boxes that look like this. And you can find those on page 152 of the current annual catalog. And you can see they're right here. And they're small boxes. They're not very big. They're large enough that it can hold a 3-inch by 3-inch note card. So I usually just go through. You get 10 boxes for $6 and just fold the creases back and forth so I get a nice crisp fold there that will hold. And there you can see one side, and then I'd go ahead and do. But you'll want to get those creases in there so it stays together firmly. So I fold everything back and forth, forward and backwards to get those creases. So when I'm done, it looks like this. I put some autumn mix in here with the pumpkins and the candy corn. And then some of the supplies I'm going to use to decorate this are in the holiday catalog on page 45. I'm going to be using some of the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. And when it says specialty, it just means there's usually a nice texture on it with the foils or flocked, something a little extra. So it's so hard when we have the two-sided Designer Series paper to choose which side you want to. Then we've got the Brush Metallic, and then we're going to be using these fun punches. Now you can buy this as a bundle, and whenever you can buy something as a bundle, it's worthwhile because you save 10%. In this case, you're going to get the stamp set as well as the punches. Or if you just want to enter one item number, you can get everything on this page, and it's not called a bundle, it's called a suite. And it's a little more expensive, but you get everything. So in the long run, it saves you a little time and money because you're getting the bundle discount again. You get the Designer Series paper, the punches, the stamp set, the metallic cardstock, the acorn trinkets, and then the ribbon. This is the ribbon we're going to use for this project. So we have the candy corn here. Next, I'm going to take the Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper, and I cut it 1.5 inches wide by 9 inches long. And you can see it's the two-sided. You can see this is the foil accents, which make it the specialty. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on the sides that have the opening, so that way there's no risk of it coming open during the time I give it to a person. So I'm going to just close that so there's no risk. And I'm going to kind of crease it while I hold it to the box, and that way it gives a nice look. I'm just going to put it here, and then the very end here, I'm just going to put a little adhesive, put it here, and hold this tight because I want it to be on there. There you go. And so now you have a little belly band. And you don't have to worry about this coming open. It's going to stay shut. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of the new In Color ribbon. I love the texture on this and the size. This is cinnamon cider, and I'm going to take about 16 to 17 inches. And I'm just going to tie it right here. And I'm just going to tie it in a bow. I'm okay, I got this right here. And it's just like tying your shoes. I know some people like tying bows, some people don't. And you can see you have a little wiggle room. I would probably, if I were to cut this again, I'd probably do 17 inches just so you have a little more wiggle room. I'd rather do that than have to struggle to make it fit. So there, I just have a little extra on this end I'm going to cut off. And there you go. That's beautiful with these colors. I love the stripes and the colors in this. Next, I'm going to take a piece of vanilla cardstock, and I'm going to stamp the greeting from Mini Mates, which is a stamp set on page 43 of the annual catalog. It's got a lot of great greetings in it. And it says, "Just thinking of you." And I'm just going to put it on here. And this again is cinnamon cider, the same color as the ribbon that we used. And I'm going to take the tailored tag punch. This is very vanilla cardstock. and just punch it like this. You could use any label punch, but this is a perfect one for this. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. You cannot live without dimensionals. You can never be too rich, too thin, or have too many dimensionals. Thank goodness they're not that expensive. Okay, so I'm going to pop these off here. And there we go. And then I'm just going to layer this right over the ribbon. And it looks nice on the belly band. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take these 3 punches from the autumn bundle. And I'm just going to do an oak leaf and mint macaron cardstock. And then I'm going to take an acorn and Cajun craze. I love the names. And then I'm going to take the, what kind of leaf is this? A maple, one of my favorite trees. And I'm going to use gold foil. Then I'm going to take glue dots, which are right up there with dimensionals. I use these all the time. And I'm just going to, you could put a dimensional on the back of the leaves as well, whatever you want to. There's some mini dimensionals which are a little bit smaller. And you're just going to accent the label with these punched pieces. And I'm just going to put it up here. Yeah, you might want to put a dimensional would work. And then just like this. You're just adding some color and then some embellishment. And the last thing I'm going to do is take the in color enamel dots. And these are the in colors for this year. The Bumblebee, the Cinnamon Cider, Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, and Magenta Madness. And I'm just going to pull in a few colors here. I'm going to take some Cinnamon Cider. And this is my take your pick tool. I'm just going to put one up here. And then maybe mint macaron. Okay, I think my sticky is getting a little unsticky. And then just like that. So it just adds a little bit of oomph to your card or your project. So very simple. It doesn't take a lot of time. And this isn't a very expensive to give a gift. This is nice to leave on a coworker's desk. When they come in the morning, they can see this. Or put on your family's plates for Thanksgiving dinner. Or just a little treat to give to a friend or a neighbor. And it doesn't take a lot of time or money. So thanks for popping in today. I'm going to have my husband just hold this on here so you can see the supply list. You can visit my blog, www.stampaholics.com. And I try to post almost every day, and every day I draw a name from the comments. So feel free to stop on by, leave a comment, say hi. And as I said, every day I post, I draw a name for a winner that gets a prize. So here's the supplies we used today for the 3D Fall Giftable. And it always looks worse than it is. Some of this is just a lot of basic things you might already have on hand. So again, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your evening and stay safe out there. Thanks.